I've been in the police for about 7 years now, or coming up to 7 years. No, I've had quite a number of jobs, all customer type service based. I used to be a sales rep for a long time, and sort of done roles like that. It's all dealing with people though, isn't it? It's all about, it's just about how you talk to people really at the end of the day. If you're nice to people, people tend to be nice back to you.
I've got a wife and numerous animals, no kids. But yeah, they keep me poor. Because my wife works shift work as well, so a lot of times at night, like on night shift and that's quite hard, because I'll be sleeping and she'll have to tiptoe around the house, and it was a choice we both made for me to go to the police force, and we sort of live with it. We bite our lips sometimes and just get on with it, unfortunately. But no, it's good. I think she likes it. I'm a police officer.
I think going to a sudden death is always a bit awkward. But then it's easy to switch off in the sense that you don't know the person, but then you still have to be mindful that that person, you know, does have family that you need to talk to. The worst part about that is when you actually have to tell somebody that their father, mother, uncle, sister, brother, whatever has died. I've had to do that a few times, and that's always a bit awful. We've got a very good support network through work. We have people who come out, and we have mandatory counselling for certain events. But if we ever think we need it, our bosses on our group are pretty good. You can speak to one of them, and they're more than happy to refer you upstairs to have someone to talk to you. And it's gained more acceptance now within the police that you know, we've gone away from the days where we just you know, go out and get boozed afterwards or have a good laugh about it. We're actually more now encouraged that we need to talk about it, and you talk about it with the right people. It sort of helps you sort of cope with it, I guess.
Coming into the job, I was very naive. Believe everything. Oh, yep, whatever he says, it's fine. Yep, that's the truth. Whereas now it's more of a prove it to me. Why are you telling me that? Prove to me you're telling the truth. And unfortunately, it just comes with the job. I think it's an inbuilt thing. It molds you into that kind of person. That's what you sort of have to be. You have to be a person who searches for the truth. It's not always there, but yeah, eventually it will come up.
Yeah, there is a real frustration amongst police about how much crime and road trauma is generated through intoxication. That's the single biggest crime generator that we have in this country. We caught over 3,400 drink drivers in Canterbury last year, which is just over 9 a day, which is unacceptable. The guys realise that they've got to be out there. That we've got to be deterring drink drivers. We're trying to do that through high visibility alcohol enforcement, through the booze bus, that sort of thing. But you know, inevitably there will be drink drivers out there. Inevitably some drivers won't get the message, and those are the drivers we have to be out there to catch and put before the courts.
Yeah, Roger, just off with a couple of guys in Liverpool Street.
Oi, bud. Oi.
I'm not lying to you guys at all.
That's alright. He's going.
Mate, I'm not lying to you guys. I took a piss, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it.
Well, it's too late, mate.
Yeah, it's too late. Hey, mate, if you want to listen, it's fine. But
I think he has arrested you.
I can, if you guys want me to go in the car, I can go in the car.
Yeah.
I don't mind. But there are actually bigger fish to fry.
One of the reasons we focus so heavily on minor offending, what appears to be minor, things like breaches of liquor ban, disorderly behaviour, drug offending, is that if we stop an offender for a minor offence, they're less likely to go on to commit a more serious one. And that's the whole thrust of focusing on low-end offending.
How'd you like someone coming and pissing on the side of your house?
I'm not pissing on anyone's house, I'm pissing on
It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he pissed on your car.
Exactly.
I didn't piss on anyone's car.
Well, it looks like it over there.
If you look on the car, I didn't piss on anyone's car, sir.
Hey mate, we came up behind you and you were waving it around, all right? There'll be urine on that car. Yeah. As you see, you've been arrested for it before, and here you are, some 6 months later, after not doing it in that 6 months, doing it again. What do you expect?
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm sorry, officer.
You had the opportunity to go to the toilet before, from what you said, so you should have taken it.
No, because all my friends got kicked out and I was the one Was this my soberest?
The most soberest.
You're the most soberest and someone else is driving that car.
Oh, well, he was the most soberest. The driver was my soberest, and I was the second most soberest. The other two were just really drunk.
What's in the back pocket there? It's my friends, mate. We were just in Liverpool Street and noticed a male who was urinating on the sidewalk. We went to speak to him, he walked away from us. I walked up to him and brought him back to where he was urinating. He admitted to urinating and he was arrested for offensive behaviour. On a search, I located some cannabis in his rear pocket and he was later charged with that as well. We're just going to go through now the process of weighing the cannabis out and seeing how much is there, and then we'll document it and record it for later. If we need to in court, we can prove that it's actually cannabis.